This video was made possible by my Gold Fluffbutt Patron, the Peat and Growerful Triskie. Do you want to commission your own video? Then become a Gold Patron today! My Little Pony Generation 3.5. It's common knowledge by now that the show has evolved throughout time to appeal to different generations of children and questionable adults. Like me, I've seen snippets of Gen 1 and 3, but not enough to consider myself a big fan of them as much as I am with Gen 4 and 5. I still adore how time itself shows its age on the franchise, displayed through the different art styles. One exception is the fan-proclaimed third and a half generation 3.5. By the way, I'm free for any of you to explain anything I may miss, as I'm treating this review with a blind eye.
I'm all ears.
To avoid beating around the bush, the 2 episodes in Newborn Cuties, over 2 rainbows and so many different ways to play genuinely shocked me. And not in a good way either. Even as a man-child brony, the content featured in these episodes was excessive for my poor brain. Pretty much everything is handed to us on an exposition platter. Perhaps that's the point for children watching, but I'm firmly comfortable feeling like it didn't have the same infantile charm as something Winnie the Pooh or Dora the Explorer had. The animation is slow and uneven as fuck that it makes the Make Your Mark special look like a masterpiece in comparison. Newborn Cuties center on Rainbow Dash's scarf getting lost and Scootaloo ruining Pinkie Pie's tea party. So, what exactly went wrong with this supposed bridge into Friendship is Magic? Well, I'm getting paid for this review, so sod it. I am going to suffer through these dumpster fires so you all don't have to. Let's jump into the first episode! If there's anything positive I can say about Over 2 Rainbows, I would suggest that it's the most tolerable of the 2. But honestly, that's not really saying much, considering that the entirety of the episode is trash! I won't lie though, I thought the title sequence was decent. Seeing the colourful atmosphere with the long shots introducing us to an Equestria similar looking to Gen 4's was rather nice. The music wasn't too bad either. But once the titles faded away, my eyes burned into oblivion, seeing the atrocious state of these ponies.
And Rainbow Dash looked better than ever.
No! God!
They literally look like a combination of Hello Kitty and Sid from Toy Story. And to make matters even worse, all of them are wearing fucking nappies and taking photos in them.
Be sure to get my good side.
Okay, that is practically pleading for a police case.
You are under arrest!
There's too much narration in this episode for me to truly take anything in, and it ruins any kind of story development to establish itself. It's basically unwatchable if future events are going to be described first and not shown to us beforehand.
Not one cloud in the sky. Well, not at first anyway. Uh-oh. That doesn't look so good.
So a storm brews up and the dress-up party is in tatters. There's also this absolutely hilarious slice of worry from Pinkie Pie, like, just watch.
Everyone into my playhouse. Quick.
They're just standing there!
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
When the fillies realize that lightning has the potential to kill a pony, Rainbow Dash's scarf comes flying off and her reaction was very lukewarm.
Oh no!
Oh, and hear this?
Oh no! Oh no! My scarf! My scarf!
They recycle the same voice clips and oh my god, I fucking hate it when anything in existence does this. Couldn't they have just used a different take of the same line or something? Ugh.
Come on! Hurry! Just leave it!
At first, I was agreeing with Pinkie that Rainbow should leave the scarf since it could have flown off anywhere, but when another bunch of repeated shots passed, we find out it's literally in their garden! Just run out and grab it, you lazy rumps!
The most amazing, magical, and all-around fantastical thing a pony can see.
Whoa, that was a flood of many adjectives that it would make even Mary Poppins jealous. So a cloud coincidentally apparates above, and I kid you not, it takes an aggravating 30 seconds for it to plummet from the sky. I swear 30 years of my life passed by the time it burst. Have the full clip to enjoy while I go for a nap.
Cool.
Time to wake up, Fluffbutts.
That nap did me the world of good.
Rainbow Dash's egotism gets displayed early on when she's more concerned about her scarf than a fucking pony being born from a fucking cloud.
Ah, my scarf.
There are bigger things happening here.
The fact that life in this Equestria is able to be created from Rainbow's sword fighting is unbearably baffling. Yeah, it's a kid's show and all, but Generation 5 has way more integrity than this.
Maybe a fairy. Or a dragon. Or a fairy-eating dragon.
What?
No, it's a baby.
Guys, I'm actually losing so many IQs that I might just turn into derpy hooves. Next, this baby gets a pulled out of the ass burp gag that causes her magic to sprout flowers. There's also a moment when she sneezes and traps Rainbow in a bubble and causes her to soil herself.
That is the most awesomest thing I've ever seen.
Is it though?
If only they included that joke in Season 1's opener with Rainbow instead of Twilight.
Excuse me?
I was in disbelief when Rainbow tried ripping out a page from a New Generations book over a decade early.
She's a unicorn, and everybody in Ponyville knows that unicorns belong in Unicornia. Not in our backyard.
Well, well, well. The story actually looks like it's getting somewhere.
Not in my most specialicious dress-up party ever.
Ah, they couldn't just let this moment breathe, could they? Rainbow walks up to the deformed baby and suddenly her hair glows for no explained reason and the baby speaks its first words.
Rainbow.
Get it? Because her eyes are rainbow, but in reality they're just pink and green.
Oh dear.
Then the baby burps the scarf clean.
Filth!
And I was cringing so hard at the following sentence.
Thank you, sweetie burp.
I legit just wanted the world to implode at that point. And finally, the dress-up party continues, Rainbow Dash bonds with Sweetie Belle, and they all lived happily ever after. Ah, what the fuck did I just watch? So, repeat this after me, Fluffbutts. Was it a yay or a nay? There's no point in elaborating any further. Over 2 Rainbows sucks so much ass that it would start thinking the mud was actually shit. I think this review is turning out to be a breaking point in the Yay or Nay series. Yup, this episode is getting the very first rusty nay. Seriously, the only defining part of this episode was the music. That's it. Nothing else. The story is bad and too immature, I think, even for babies. The characters are annoying and one of them didn't even get a single line of dialogue. The animation is cheap, the cycle of events that lead up to Sweetie Belle's birth is undeniably humiliating, and pretty much every scene is either repeated, drawn out, or everything is all silent. I am so happy that I will never be watching this episode ever again. I award over 2 Rainbows, a rusty nay, and a 1 out of 10. Christ almighty. Don't expect me to say anything good about this one. It's going to be a bloodbath. Honest question, does anyone want to watch an episode where literally nothing happens? That's what I thought. The story develops itself from the offset that Pinkie Pie is having a bit of tea party play with her plushies. I can see this appealing stronger for younger children that have a much bigger imagination for this stuff. But here's the thing with this scene. It's plain boring. With the episode being only 10 minutes long, the opening takes up the first minute. This tea party cramps up yet another minute with jack shit.
This certainly is a pinkalicious tea party. Wouldn't you say so, Mr. Quackerson?
Yes, it is!
Letting my inner childishness speak for itself, I would have liked to hear some animal noises for the duck and Teddy when Pinkie talks with them.
I'm a fucking teddy bear!
The door then rings, and I am not lying. When I saw this grown pony's hair, I became the embodiment of LMAO.
Your little friend is here.
Here comes Karen.
This pony was a Karen before they were even a thing. But I think we all can agree who the true Karen of MLP is.
Hey! Peg and I have an unfair advantage.
We also find out that Scootaloo is Cheerilee's sister.
And she's brought her little sister with her.
Like, how? When pony families were established in Gen 1 and 3, there were at least some rules and physical similarities. Here, Scootaloo and Cheerilee are clearly not related.
You are not my sister.
Pinkie Pie introduces herself to the pair of them, and Scootaloo snorts some invisible cocaine and goes on a violent riot throughout the house that really outstayed its welcome. Take note, jumping on the sofa 7 times.
Party, 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 party.
Destroying the table.
Party, party, party.
Giving the viewers a seizure. Bouncing on top of toys 15 times. Swinging around. And wanting to end her life on a rocker horse.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I'm just sat here editing this video, and I don't have a clue of what to do. Shall we just give this whole scene a poop emoji and move on? That's better. Predictably, Scootaloo reduces down to being a peaky little bitch and doesn't want to do anything what Pinkie and Cheerilee propose. Turns out, she just wants some butterflies!
Butterfly.
I'm a beautiful butterfly!
This just isn't entertaining in any way. The upbeat music and the dialogue narrated did not do this ending justice until we got this disgusting line.
But playing together, that's what it's all about.
Did I just get spat in the face? Yes, I fucking did.
You bitch!
Point to me, at what bit in the episode were you three playing together? Scootaloo legit demolished your house, crashed your totter, took a dump in your sink.
The sink?
And then rejected your offers of fun. More like so many different ways to waste your living minutes. But one thing's for sure, if Karen was part of this episode longer, I'm sure she would be cheering Scootaloo on. So, say this with me, Fluffbutts. Was it a yay? I can't even I can't with this episode. Never have I ever wanted to pull my hair out in frustration more than this. Do not bother looking up this episode. Or both of them for that matter. But this one, I feel like Marv from Home Alone when he stepped on that nail. It's a rusty neigh. I'm not going to list what went wrong with so many different ways to play, as this review was pretty much everything that needed to be said. It's extremely dire. I award so many different ways to play a rusty neigh, and a 0 out of 10. Don't even think this was a surprise, because this was par for the course with Newborn Cuties. These reprehensible excuses of episodes are going straight to the grave with an F rank on the tier list. There's only one thing that I can be happy of, is that this review has come to an end, and I can finally die in peace. So, Fluffbutts, that concludes this Patreon commissioned review on Newborn Cuties. I hope you all have enjoyed, and if my sanity being broken wasn't entertaining enough for you, then I don't know what will. Don't forget to like and hoof tap this video, and comment your thoughts down below of what you've thought of Newborn Cuties, and subscribe to my channel for more reviews and many more content coming soon. And also, don't forget to leave a pledge on my Patreon page down in the description below, so you can help support me in making these fantastic videos more consistently. And I shall see you all very soon. Goodbye! And before the video ends, I would like to shout out my Silver Fluffbutt patrons, Comet Speed, Louise Wade, and Alex Smith, and my Gold Fluffbutt patron, the Peat and Growerful Triskie. Thank you so much for your love and support.